This is where the bad shit happens. Starting to settle in?
Starting to come alive a little bit here.
I thought I just heard something back there. I'm not fucking around.
Oh, I did too, Ed.
It feels like right when we leave that everything's gonna come out to play. Ooh, ooh. I just freaked myself out a little bit that I saw someone.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's like leaves rustling.
Like, genuinely.
Yeah, no, I swear to God.
All right, let me show you Chicago episode 10, October, scary, spooky season. So I'm with Mega Making Money. We are gonna meet T-Bob. I felt it was only right, because you guys are like voodoo and shit down there.
Yeah.
To bring you guys on this episode.
Well, not that's just that, Ed, but you know I'm a Halloween baby. I gotta get everything spooky in while I can. We did the haunted house a couple of years back. Now we're going to hunt some ghosts, and I couldn't be more excited to be with my pal Ed.
Yeah, so we're going to some of the spookiest, most haunted spots in Illinois, Chicago area. There's a ton, so these are the ones that I kind of chose that I thought you guys would like to see. So let's do it. First stop will be Bachelor's Grove Cemetery in Midlothian, Illinois. All right, so we just pulled up. We're outside of Bachelor's Grove Cemetery. T-Bob has joined us.
What's up?
Sorry, so here's kind of the stage. Like, this is supposedly one of the most haunted places in the Chicagoland area. We came here in high school a few times because it's like, oh, you're here, you want to go check it out. So we went during the day once, and it's like weird because it's literally in the middle of the woods. The issue is if you go at night, it's closed, you get arrested.
Yeah.
So we have timed this perfectly where
Look at this.
it's like 5:35. The sun goes down at 5:55. So we're hoping to get like a little bit of the best of both worlds so we don't get arrested.
Yeah, I don't want to get arrested.
But it is starting to feel a little spooky out here.
All right, you feel
With
something?
the cold weather and the dying sun.
And you said people used to come out here and drink. Supposedly that like riles the spirits
yeah.
up. Like if you like leave trash and like disrespect the graves, that's
Hell
when they
yeah.
get crazy.
Fucking even ghosts hate littering.
Any of the myths or lores or anything that we might run into?
Yeah, so there's a few. So obviously there's a lot of like fuckery stuff with photos and cameras.
Lots of orbs I've
Yes,
read.
Yeah,
shit like
yeah.
that. There's a phantom farmhouse, and Megan, you were reading up about it
Yep.
too. Like a horse and a farmer like got pulled into the water and drowned.
Yeah, the horse drowned. He was with a plow, and the
Yeah.
horse and the farmer drowned. Lady in White supposedly is the most famous ghost at the cemetery.
Supposedly it was a mobster dumping ground. Like you're supposed to see like a phantom mob car, like with the mobster with like a burned cigar. A lot of stuff. So I believe there's like 200 people that were buried here. A lot of the gravestones, a lot of the headstones have been vandalized and been like just missing throughout the years. So last time I was here was honestly like 15 years ago. So I'm kind of interested to see how different it is. There's some water over there where supposedly mobsters, probably Capone himself, was dumping people.
Oh, we're crossing shit.
Are we
I'm
crossing
gonna
the
end up
street?
like the raccoon.
Shit, I should have brought another fucking coat, dude. I'm gonna fucking get so smoked this fucking
If
winter, dude.
Eddie-
Eddie, is this cold to you? Or are you just like...
No, this is like perfect fall.
Did you guys hear that guy?
What did he say?
He just screamed, "Watch out for ghosts."
Yeah.
Oh, no way. For real?
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah,
man.
This is definitely, people see us walking in, they know what we're doing.
I've never done like rogue on my own ghost hunting.
Okay.
So this is new.
Okay.
It's
So
a
you've had
complete
like
new
a
experience.
legitimate guide, not just someone who came here with his buddies in high school to fuck around.
Yes, but this feels much more ghosty.
This feels like the beginning of a scary movie.
Yeah, this feels
Yeah.
more ghosty because it's not like a codified like tour experience.
When you're in the woods, the guardrails are off.
Yes, exactly.
Like-
Yes, exactly. There's
Seemingly,
nothing
if
like
someone wanted to
protecting
fuck
us
with
here.
this right now, they could do so.
My hair came undone. It's probably a ghost. I welcome all ghosts to come say, "What's up?" You notice how me and you are walking in the front and the boys are in the back?
Yeah, we're walking up on it now.
Everybody.
I really feel like I'm in a movie. I mean, everything here feels like a movie when it's fall, but like, look at this wood setting right here.
Just say
dude.
we welcome any ghost that wants to come say what's up.
I mean, this graveyard really just pops up out of nowhere,
Yeah.
huh?
Uh-huh.
And is this the end of the trail? Is the trail just to the grave?
Now, the trail definitely used to go through,
Okay.
from what I remember.
Someone just posted that in the Reddit group. I saw someone lost their keys.
Do we know what years these graves are from?
1800s, I believe.
Ghost. Come say hello.
God, this is kind of crazy to think about that.
Like people are under us?
Yeah, that people would have, you know, these are once living people and now they're just like worn down gravestones with people coming to drop off trinkets, being filmed by an internet media company.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
200 years later.
1920s right there.
And that's like the most, and look at how unworn that is compared to the other stones as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Because
Eddie,
even a lot of these old ones, you can see the vandalism already. Like, that's not supposed to be like that, right?
No.
No way. That probably stood on top of that.
Oh yeah, for sure actually.
3.
So this is where y'all used to come, y'all would come and drink here?
No, honestly, so I live far from here. This is like a south suburb.
Okay.
But we came here just because it was like, all right, it's fall and it's supposed to be super haunted, so let's check it out. And I'm not kidding you. When it's dark out and you're in here, the Forest Preserve, the tree cops as we call them, they're buzzing. They'll get you right away.
This is the headstone of the infant daughter. There's literally nothing else that says anything about this poor little girl or her family or anything. It literally just says infant daughter, and it looks like a lot of people are bringing her like sweet toys and gifts. But
This is crazy looking.
Yeah, this is kind of spooky. This would be the star of the horror movie right here. And then like the infant daughter sticks a hand up from the grave.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's nothing, this doesn't say anything about her. It just
Says infant
says
daughter.
infant daughter.
Do you guys feel anything? Or?
I weirdly feel oddly at peace.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like really happy right now, which is kind of bizarre
I can
and
tell.
probably not cool, but I just love spooky stuff, and this makes me kind of sad.
this is definitely spooky.
Yeah, and it makes me sad for the infant daughter. She probably had a really sweet name.
In some ways, I mean, she's kind of being like celebrated and honored way beyond her time. I don't feel anything particularly spooky, but I also don't know when the last time that I've just casually gone into a graveyard is, so I'm feeling a lot of like ruminations on death and the passage of time and like kids riding their hoverboards over my graves and however long. This is kind of interesting. Somebody left, it looks like a memorial candle or flowers of sorts with a cigarette that was purposefully lit and left, yeah, to burn out so the whole ash is there. And then a little recess. I'm gonna check out this water.
Just feels like it wouldn't be a great place to rest. I get what they said. In some respects, the infant daughter and all these people are having more people visit them and curious about them than any of us will be when we're in the grave for 100 years. But at the same time, they said rest in peace for a reason, right? Because you want to be in peace. So I don't know. I don't view this as peace. Like, this is probably all bodies that were headstones and people fucked with it. So, I mean, that's not great. I will say about Megan, though, I will say I am happy she went with the Spinelli from Recess look today.
Yeah. Could beat up anybody in our path.
So if like a ghost comes up, lady in white, whatever, I feel good about her.
That's why Eddie brings me along anyway. I'm the bodyguard.
That's it.
Gotta
Not
guard
me,
Ed's
not
body.
T-Bob.
No, not T-Bob.
Pretty fucking idyllic. Kind of with Megan, I think it's hard not to feel at peace a bit. Is this where they would dump the mob bodies?
That's what I heard. There's been some stuff dumped in here. And apparently a horse maybe got dragged into here, and people often see the horse and the guy hanging out around the
Let me see if I can like,
channel.
yeah, really try to like will it into existence here.
Ooh, this is kind of spooky over here. Broken angels? Yeah, this one's kind of spooky. This looks like somebody was definitely trying to do some devil worshiping or something. Hand up, just gonna say that.
Oh, this would be a great place to smoke a cigarette, sitting in this right here.
So this is a father, that makes sense. So there's a father with no name. Maybe this was the family plot, and then the infant daughter. But it doesn't look like the wife is dead anywhere near here. That's a crazy thought. Did you find anything spooky?
No,
Us either.
it was really nice.
Was it?
We did a lap around the lake, couple of really nice kind of Scenic views, ducks everywhere.
Check
A lot
out
of
this-
kids drinking beer.
There's
good
also the
point.
father was buried there too. I guess maybe the mom didn't make it to the grave site.
I wonder if it happened at the same time.
That would be
wonder what year
interesting
it
in like a
was.
fire or something.
What does this
Father
say?
died in 1922.
Yeah.
1922? Fuck, that's crazy. It's over 100 years ago now. I mean, that's right after World War I. It's when girls started showing off their ankles. Somebody wrote a note to her. I don't know if it's her. It says, Eliza, hope everything is well. Eva Liz. Father was only 34. That makes me feel like
Could
it
have
could have
been
been
like
like an
a-
accident of some sort.
I just got a weird smell of something. Did anybody else get that? It was like an off smell. It just hit my nose.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's crazy.
But here's the thing too, like we say we don't feel anything. As soon as it got dark in here, we'd all be like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
This is the true fear of this kind of shit. Is like, this is the stuff I don't fuck with.
Oh yeah.
You know, like that was what I assume is some type of devil worshiper.
And I think those are gang signs.
That could be. You're right.
This looks like devil though. This looks like shit you would find in like the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
something
it
like
very
that.
well could be a gang sign. I'm not exactly hip to all those.
I'm surprised I don't feel a bit of like restlessness. I think Megan kind of hit it earlier. I think this all feels very at peace actually. And like, even though some of these trinkets and everything look kind of cheap, I feel like it's actually like, it's kind of like a kind human thing that people are still coming out here and giving little presents to the dead.
I thought I just heard something back there. I'm not fucking around.
Oh, I did too, Ed.
You heard that?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's like leaves rustling.
Like genuinely.
Yeah, no, I swear to God.
Yeah, this grave definitely, this corner of the graveyard definitely has a little more heebie-jeebies in it.
Maybe I'll try the orb flash in there.
Goodbye, fellow humans. Thank you for letting us walk on your graves. Future generations, if you want to walk on my grave, feel free.
People are going to be saying I'm scared. I'm not. I'm just making my way towards the exit. You heard that, right?
I did hear it, 100%.
In
Is it
running to
just
the
me or
trees.
does it look a little misty right now right here in the woods?
It does look a little misty, actually.
I see that.
You see it?
1000%.
You guys see
very
that
blurry.
shit?
Yeah.
Put your hand out. It feels a little colder. I felt it in my fingertip.
I mean, I feel like I am, but is that?
it feels like
I
wet.
think it's because I took my hand out of my pocket. I'm definitely understanding the mist you're talking about, though, Meg.
Well, people online said that the mist is usually what happens before anything cool happens. This is probably the scariest part, is the woods.
Starting to settle in.
It's starting to come alive a little bit here. I mean, the woods at night are just terrifying in general.
100%.
I keep seeing. I
Hopefully-
feel like I keep seeing like pockets of like light on things, and like it could be. I don't think the sun's up anymore, so I don't see
Oh.
what that could be.
That looks pretty cool.
It does. It looks like it goes on
the
forever.
It
outside?
looks like it goes on forever.
See, this is where you get Jumanji, though. You're looking that way, they pull you in this way.
Yeah, that's facts. Eddie.
You know?
I've been looking over to my left. I don't want it to be.
You don't want to
ignored.
get Jumanji. It feels like right
Do you
when
see
we
that
leave.
on the left-hand side?
I do, yeah.
It's a person, right?
Yeah,
Looks like a
exactly.
person, yeah.
That everything's gonna come out to play. I feel like if I just look hard enough, we'll be able to see it.
I'm making let my brain play all kinds of tricks right now. You know what? I'm all for it.
Ooh, ooh. I just freaked myself out a little bit that I saw someone. Look how black it is back there now. All right. Now, for the actual most dangerous part of the journey. All right, we're good.
All right, so that was it, Bachelor's Grove Cemetery.
Thank you, Eddie. It was awesome.
I thought it was a really cool experience. I was hoping for a little bit more like spooktastic things to happen. I will say towards the end, walking out, I don't see the mist out here. The mist settled very heavily in the woods, and that was a little bone chilling. I got a little chills here and there, but other than that, I'll give it a 8 out of 10 for peacefulness, tranquility,
Yeah.
and an overall really cool historical spot of Chicago.
I think Megan nailed it though. Maybe it was just this beautiful autumn night that it is, but everything felt very at peace. It started to get completely different when the sun was going down. We were walking out, and you'd like look into the woods, and a couple times you'd think that you could kind of see
stuff,
something.
hear stuff,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
but it was awesome. I'm very glad that we came.
Cool.
No ghost though. No ghost experience for
No
me yet.
ghost.
No ghosts.
No ghost. Which I expected.
I
Like
ain't
said.
scared of no ghosts.
So we're gonna go to stop number 2. We're gonna go check out Resurrection Mary. I'll tell you about her in the car.
Let's
All
go,
right.
Eddie.
We had to stop at Jets Pizza to fuel up. Shout out to Jets.
Look at that right there.
A
Let's
ton.
go, dude.
A ton of Chicagoland locations. Go get your Jets. Go to jets.com. Of course, you need the ranch. T-Bob, you need some ranch.
Yeah, I know. I still want the ranch, and I feel awful, but
It's all
oh
right.
my God,
That ranch is
that's
so good.
It's the best ranch you can
Holy
possibly have.
shit.
Is it the first time you had it? Oh my God, it's elite. It's legitimately the best ranch. Go try the ranch. Go try the pizza. Go try the turbo sticks. Those are turbo sticks, lightly dusted. Jetspizza.com. If you use the code Chicago20, you get 20% off all Chicagoland locations. Go get your Jets. It's that simple. It's not pizza. It's not a motor, engine. It's Jets.
Let's go, baby. Shout out Jets. It's so good. You want one piece?
I want that.
All right, sweet. So everyone's loaded up now. We're about to go to spot number 2. All right, Resurrection Mary, guys.
Yeah, what's the deal with Resurrection Mary?
So this is another place that we used to come to all the time. Archer Avenue, there's a ballroom. It used to be called the O. Henry Ballroom. And in like the late 20s, early 30s, allegedly a woman got in a fight with her boyfriend at the dance at the ballroom. And then she stormed out and got hit and run and died when she left on the street. And supposedly, ever since then, people have seen a lady in a white dress hitchhiking around there.
Ooh.
And whenever people go to pick her up, she gets in, and then as soon as they get to the cemetery down the road, she just vanishes.
That's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Supposedly.
Let's get her in here.
Yeah.
Got
so.
room? Does she like Jets Pizza?
Yeah. Right. So I've driven past
Mary,
the
have you
town.
ever hit a vape?
Yeah.
Coming up here on the left is the ballroom.
So it's an abandoned ballroom at this point?
It was abandoned for a long time, or it was just not there, and I believe they turned it into like just apartments. Let me keep going. This feels like it's not it. So yeah, this was definitely it. It's definitely not as cool as it was for sure.
Wait, we just did it?
This is it. No, that's the.
The Irish Legend?
Well,
This
to be
is-
fair, I can imagine like driving down this at like 2 a.m. and like
Yes.
being alone,
yeah,
like
no one's there.
you know, like not even that too, but just like being so like tired, where it's kind of like how T-Bob said at the graveyard, like you don't know if your eyes are playing tricks on you when you almost like would double. Like if I was driving and I saw someone, part of me would want to double back, but then the other part of me is like, nope, I've seen too many
Yeah.
scary movies.
I'm kind of with you, Meg. I think I'd be pretty hard pressed to pick up a hitchhiker nowadays.
Eddie, what's your
Can't quit.
irrational fear?
Getting stuck in a tube slide at a water park. Someone just corks it up at the bottom.
T-Bob, what would be
You
yours?
saw did Charlie and Chocolate Factory just scare the shit out of you?
Yeah.
Pretty dark over here.
It is pretty dark.
This is creepy.
So
right
this
here.
is like the whole road on the way to the cemetery.
This is where you see the hitchhiker.
Yeah, no, this is this creepy dark part. This is when you're like getting a little tired, you're rubbing your eyes, you're yawning, you're going around this curve, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, what was that? Eddie, where are we going next?
So I may have fucked up. I'll be honest.
You might
with
have fucked up, you said?
Yeah, I may have fucked up. So this is the Resurrection Cemetery.
Oh, is this where she's supposed to get dropped off?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
And there's no way
yeah.
it was that far. Well, now we're coming up on it. As you can imagine, it's way scarier when there's no cars on the road.
The fresh construction
It's kind of hurting.
definitely
me too.
takes away a little bit. Is this it right here?
Yeah.
We're not allowed to go in at night, are we?
No.
Fuck.
And this one is like a legit one.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's,
like a big
Oh, that
ass
looks fucking
cemetery, dude.
sick.
Oh my god, we gotta.
There's a lot of bodies in there.
This is the biggest cemetery I've ever seen.
So there's actually two. So I think that said it's Bethania, and then coming up here is the Resurrection Cemetery. Those are the gates.
Oh,
No,
the
let
gates
us
are
in.
crazy.
Yeah.
Let us in.
Not by the hair on my chinny
Yeah,
chin.
Resurrection Cemetery.
Is that gate open?
Yeah, could we try to open it?
So this is alleged where you'd see her, or where she would point at and she'd just vanish in your car.
No.
I don't know, this, like, the stretch of road, like I said, when it's really dark and desolate is kind of creepy. But, all right, so that's Resurrection Mary in Justice, Illinois. Now we're going to go to the creepiest bar in the country, some would say. All right, cool. Now we are at our final stop. We're at Clark and Belmont. We're at L&L Tavern, like I told you guys. You read the sign, creepiest bar in the USA, according to Google. So
One side.
Yeah, I know. It's great. So they lean into it. Yeah, like I said, supposedly Dahmer and Gacy had a beer here, so that's why they say it's the creepiest bar in the USA. You guys are in for quite the treat. I have been here. It's a tavern.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a dive? Would this be in your dive bar category?
Oh yeah, this is already. I'm making a side video about how this is a bar.
Wow, ooh, it's nice and warm, dude. Oh, here we go. We got an ATM right here.
I got you. You're good.
You sure?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Daddy,
Dude.
come on.
What you gonna get, Ed?
Miller Lite.
Oh yeah.
I'll just do a Miller Lite with you.
I'll make that 3 Miller Lights, please. Bro, this is a dive bar. This is badass, dude.
Oh yeah.
So have you ever had any experiences here or anything?
Here?
Yeah.
No.
Have you ever had?
I worked here for a long time too, and there's been some like weird isms. One time the jukebox went off, but the jukebox is programmed to play a song if it sits idle for long enough.
Yeah.
But the song that played, I didn't know we had a song on the jukebox, and I haven't heard it since. But we have a lot of like bird
Oh,
seeds
that's
and
weird.
apparitions and stuff, so like there is kind of an explanation.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never felt creeped out or anything here, but when I leave for the evening, I make sure to say goodnight to the
Good night,
room and
everyone.
whatever if there's anything in here.
Do you guys set the record straight about the creepiest bar in the USA publicly, or do you?
I try to talk people through it and just give them a timeline and, here's what I know of the situation. Jeffrey Dahmer was in this neighborhood for sure. He used to frequent a couple other bars that Berlin, which was iconic gay bar up until a couple years ago, closed. So it's very, very likely that Dahmer was here. But that's kind of where the story
And the
like,
Gacy aspect's kind of like he definitely drove by the bar before, like.
For sure. Gacy used to pick up people from the Greyhound station, which was on Clark and Randolph.
So yeah, he definitely drove by.
We're on Park Street.
Yeah.
It's a straight shot when he's going to those suburbs. It makes sense, but
Yeah.
I mean, especially in the 70s, we weren't technically the L&L then, so nobody actually knows what the fuck was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's
Plausible,
yeah.
probable.
He's
I don't
definitely
know.
drank somewhere within blocks of this place, I'm sure. You guys obviously aren't from here. You know we're like a block away from Wrigley, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
are
like,
we
Not a block,
really?
like a mile. excuse
Yeah.
me.
What?
We're not that far from
Yeah,
Wrigley.
we are
It's like
right
an
No,
hour.
I had no idea. No, I had no idea.
And Wrigley's
I didn't know
right
where
down
we
there.
were.
There's a mural in here of Jeffrey Dahmer, apparently. But tell me, opening up right now, you're not a little.
Yeah, no, that's sick in there. I'm in.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow, there's that one.
Fuck you, eat pussy.
Holy shit, that's like actually a very good drawing.
That's really cool, actually. Do you like that?
What?
2 in the pink, 1 in the bink.
Is that Jar Jar?
I mean, that one's
Star
good.
Wars is everywhere, dude. I mean, that's just crazy to think about that this even exists, and this guy is still like.
Talked about for what he did.
Yeah, and then like graffitied about it, like people, I'm glad Dahmer got his head targeted, talking about his victims, fucking give me a creepy feeling. And then you read, "You hold the bukkake to my heart." It's an elite bathroom.
As always, shout out to Miller Lite. We appreciate you. Thank you for sponsoring this episode. Come to L&L Tavern. Have a Miller Lite. Enjoy yourself. Great people. Friendly vibes, even though they say it's the creepiest bar in the USA. Promise you it's friendly. Great place to grab a Miller Lite. So get your Miller Lites. Support your local bars. Or, obviously, if you're at home and you want it delivered to your door, go to MillerLite.com/stretch, and you could get deliveries right to your door. Or you can pick a Miller Lite at pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. Just make sure you celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 96 calories, 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Drink your Miller. All right, so we were going to end the video at L&L Tavern, but Hard Factor Pat, if you know Pat, he used to work for Barstool, has a kid with Kate, couple kids. He's like, hey, you guys got to see this place in Milwaukee. 1829 North Milwaukee. We are at the Graveface Museum.
Yeah.
where we're going to get a tour from Chloe here. Large collection of John Wayne Gacy's art, I've heard.
The largest, for better or for worse, yes.
Wow.
Exactly. Amongst a lot of other things, a prison cell replica and
Yeah.
whatnot. So,
Some other true crime stuff.
yeah. So we're going to hop in and we're going to keep this video rolling. So let's do it.
Cool.
Let's get spooky.
All right, here.
Let's get spooky.
Alrighty. So, have you guys heard of Anton LaVey?
I have not. I was
That's
just
the
reading
old.
about
He's the old. I don't know, like sorcerer, like cult, a cult guy
yeah,
from like the late, like 1890s or something. Or
So
like
that's
late
actually, you're thinking
1960s.
Aleister Crowley,
Ah,
which he was
thinking Crowley.
inspired by, LaVey was inspired by.
Okay.
But
That's
Anton
cool.
LaVey, he's the guy that founded the Church of Satan in the same wheelhouse, so you're close. That's him, I think, eating a chocolate bar.
Isn't the Church of Satan too more about like just like kind of pursuing your pleasures and like
Yes,
doing
it's
what you
basic.
want?
Pretty much, and that was actually a big reason they ended up, he ended up using the kind of imagery associated with like the devil. So the idea was the devil represents earthly indulgence instead
Yeah.
of spiritual enlightenment. So instead of, you know, be a good person because you'll go to heaven at some point, it's like, do whatever you want, sin all you want, as long as you're not hurting anyone or doing something against somebody else's will, is it really that wrong?
He wrapped it in these very like provocative
Totally.
trappings.
Oh, absolutely. Because
Yeah.
we wouldn't know his name if he
Exactly.
named his philosophy or movement anything other than the Church of Satan.
Yeah.
I like to mention, like, LaVey was an atheist, didn't believe in anything, but there are plenty of occultists and people who do consider themselves devil worshippers. But this stuff came from a guy named Christopher Carr. So he's somebody that definitely believed in the devil. He was a ritual magician, you could call him. And that is pretty cool. That is his blood pact. Yeah.
What does it say in the pact? Do you know?
I've read it before. It basically says that he is committing his life and devoting his, you know, existence
to
to Lucifer. So that's actually a human skull in there.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and so we don't know a ton about what the ritual was that this was for. We know that it was definitely a curse.
Yeah, it's
Even look at it.
Yeah, I can feel you getting the heebie-jeebies.
So did Manson actually write that check to Satan?
He did.
Wow.
Yeah, that is probably the most like, so I think this one's haunted, it keeps falling. So a couple things to note about the Gacy exhibit. So first off, most of the things that you're seeing, as far as the items, not so much the paintings, a few of them, but most of the other stuff came from Gacy's younger sister, Karen. So we end up getting all of this stuff passed down because Ryan and I have been working on independently researching the Gacy case specifically over the past decade or so. There's just a lot more to the case than what went to trial, and we've been kind of exploring the things that didn't really get so much attention back in the day. Like if you ask most people around here especially, do you think that there were other victims? Most people were like, of course there are.
Yeah.
So, but nobody was really looking into that in a serious way.
Yeah.
And even some people thought there might be other people involved in some capacity. Did somebody help Gacy, and did he have accomplices, or did somebody help him get away with what he was doing? And that was something that was, again, a popular opinion that wasn't really pursued. So we just had questions as far as like, is there any truth to any of this, or is it kind of just idle theories? But either way, it'd be nice to know more.
Do you believe that there was?
So from what we were finding, definitely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Other
So,
people involved in this?
oh yeah. It's pretty, again, just from what we're finding, there's a lot more. Most people know about the two guys who lived with Gacy, who dug those holes under his property, who confessed to this.
Yeah.
They were actually looked into as accomplices really, really early on in the investigation.
And they didn't get in. I do not know about these
Okay,
guys.
so if they're mentioned like really in passing. So they're mentioned a little bit here and there as like the guys that were just digging piping trenches under his property. But most people don't know that they were looked into as accomplices early on. But then the state decided to use them as witnesses to testify against Gacy, and thus they were dropped as accomplices. So they stopped pursuing them because it was a lot easier to get a guaranteed conviction for one person and just keep the case easy, basically. And let's not get into any of that stuff, because we have the main guy in their opinion, and we'll just kind of brush those guys aside. But then they had to use them as witnesses to, kind of do something with them.
So yeah, that's
But
pretty infuriating.
that's
So those people that helped out with all this, they kind of got away scot-free then. Or in theory, at least.
Yeah, and that's not, I don't want to say like too much,
Yeah.
but basically those two guys, they didn't just dig these holes under his house, they also lived with him during the peak of the crimes. It'd be really hard to not know something was going on while they're living with him and digging these holes and so on. So those are just two of several people that we've been looking into as knowing something, being involved in some capacity that definitely were not pursued, even though they probably should have been.
Is there anything in here that you're like, whoa, how did we even get this?
It's not really the item itself, but that up there, so that is the top of one of his boxes that we got from his lawyer. What makes that interesting is that is actually a box that contained several business records. So that was something that was, always mentioned when Gacy was in prison. He said, if somebody can just get a hold of my business records, I can prove that I didn't kill all these people, which sounds like a load of bullshit coming from him.
Right.
And then fast forward to 1994, a few months ahead of his execution, his last appellate team got a hold of his business records. And they, in looking through them, they were the first people to go through them, keep in mind, because they were just held by the state prior. They go through them and they end up finding that there are some discrepancies in timelines. When victims went missing and were killed, he actually isn't there. So there's some questions about that now. They end up compiling this massive appeal, and that was part of it, and seeing that there were some discrepancies that they thought should be looked into. And the judge denied it. He was like, no thanks, because, keep in mind, it's the same few judges that are seeing the name Gacy come across his desk.
Guilty.
It really is the tip of the iceberg kind of analogy here. It's like what went to trial is the easiest to digest version of the case, but it leaves so many questions. So, there's still 5 unidentified victims, and those are just of the 33 victims that we know about.
T-Bob, how do you feel looking at all of these Disney characterizations as a Disney guy and knowing they were done by a murderer?
There's a disconnect. but I mean, some of them are very interesting. Like I find all of their faces right here, kind of creeping through the woods, very interesting. These kind of sad, more mundane-looking dwarves back there.
You actually did a pretty good job on Manson.
So a question that we get a lot is why did he paint the 7 dwarves so much? We asked, again, his sister. She mentioned that the first movie they saw in theaters as kids was Snow White.
It was the first ever animated feature.
Yeah, it was.
Well.
So she thinks maybe this was a landmark for an innocent time. But even Karen, because, we had been looking at these all day, every day, and, just noticing a lot of things. And even she was like, isn't it weird, though, that he never paints Snow White? We're like, yeah, it is weird. It's only just the 7 little men running around with tools for digging, which is pretty creepy given his crimes.
Yeah.
So I think it's possible he was making some nods here and there. And then there's also this guy, David Huggins. Have any of you heard of him? He was an alien contactee who fucked aliens.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, good for him. When he was a kid, he started having these alien encounters. He ended up losing his virginity to one alien in particular named Crescent, and he proceeds to paint her a lot. But that was basically his alien love interest. And they had alien-human hybrid babies, and he sired hundreds of them.
What did he say it felt like?
I don't remember him going into detail about that in the documentary, but I mean, they kept it going, so.
If aliens come down, it's like.
Intergalactic love.
My sister claims to have been brought to orgasm
Really?
by a ghost.
Really?
Yeah.
The scary movie.
They have sex with a ghost.
Sister banged a ghost?
That's what she says.
Crazy.
Wow.
And finished.
Well,
All right then, Chloe, thanks so much for your tour.
yeah, you're welcome.
That was very interesting and spooky and insightful and creepy. So Graveface, it's on Milwaukee Avenue.
Yeah.
What else do you guys do? Where can people when can people come check it out?
Yeah, so we're open Thursday through Sunday. noon to 5 Thursday, and then noon to 7 the rest of the weekend. But we also have a few other businesses in our midst. We have TerraVision, which is our home video company. We also release soundtracks as well as Blu-rays like the ones over there. And we're also working on adding our video rental store to this front half of the gift shop. So we have a video rental pop-up actually right now on Southport, right beside the Music Box Theater. It's been there for 6 months.
Oh, wow. Would you say it's fun to work at a video rental store?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
I told you, Dave. I told you, Chief. It's the
10
best.
out of 10, recommend.
Yes, 10.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
That's awesome. So people can come here, rent movies, buy
Yeah.
records,
Totally. Yep.
check out the tour.
Yep.
Go check it out. We'll put the website in the description. And once again, thanks so much.
Oh
Kyle.
yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, that's the Halloween episode of Let Me Show You Chicago. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next month.